turn my back, you laughing.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. Here's Steve Young. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrell Owens, an 80-yard touchdown.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. You go tight. You go on.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dalvin Cook, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
Win 18. Check. Watch 54. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Easy. Watch the stick.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 50 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Jackson, option right. And an alley to run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Seven, our score after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Hey, watch number 33. Come on. Check 31. Check 31.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No. Off. Let's go.
And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
We got 4.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken short. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Go.
Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. fans, a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Owens. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro. For 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
No. 319. Check. Walk 54. Here we go. 319.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
54. Here we go. Check, plant. Check out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 2. Look at this.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Owens. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Right there.
Here's Gurley. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They run. It's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Delaney Walker as the first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
I'm here already. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
From the 39, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Hey, Mike's 50. So we got man.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Give to Cook out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Yeah, that's what I do.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That's track. Hey, Mike 52.
4th down, here's Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They run on 1st down with Jackson. 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garland. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2 scores. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to run you over.
Now Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a final chance to... Stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
At the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're... Inside the 25. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a bit. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8, Vick. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Lieutenant, 258. Get the foot. Right, 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Hey, take 26.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. It's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Yellow. Charlie.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
T.O. making his first catch on the road here in Dallas. As they get closer to the end zone, these fans, they might be clutching onto their popcorn a little tighter.
Yeah, with butter or without.
Oh, he likes with, and he'll take it. He'll grab it.
He'll grab it, snarf it right down. Remember, he spent 3 years on the back end of his career right here in Dallas. 15 touchdown catches in his final first-team All-Pro season in 2007, wearing the star on his helmet.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
45.
Rodgers going to throw again. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
52. Silver.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Bo. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got nothing. 15. 52 by 52. Stay with your man.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrell Owens, 62 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers again now. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Delta. Let's go. Hey, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Wow. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Attack. Check 3. 50, yellow.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Mahomes now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. Mahomes firing complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. And go. 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Jackson. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Vic operating on first down. And an alley to run. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Vic. That's going to be caught. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey,
Rodgers now on first down. And he will find T.O. on the left side complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Terrell Owens racking up catches in this contest, not uncommon from his playing days, where he listed targets in bunches.
Yeah, I know a lot of people remember, maybe not the younger crowd, but back in 2000, he had 20 in a single game against the Bears, and that's the NFL record. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That throw by Vick, incomplete. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Safety's creeping. Check to Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Hey, 57, 57. Shifting, yellow, 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 yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marvin Harrison, 27 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers throwing again. And that one's complete to Gurley. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 64 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick, and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hope. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Check 52's the mark.
57.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Pick me up. Here we go. 52's the mark. Scene 6. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Mike 52.
I got it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go! The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers right back to Cooper, and he got him again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Detroit.
319.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
150. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
To throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Mahomes. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.